Thank you for joining me here in another lesson again. Last time, if you remember, we have seen a number of present tenses. We have seen the present simple, we have seen the present continuous, and we have seen the present perfect tense. So as we promised to finish the present tenses, this is the fourth in the sequence, which is the present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense has a little bit confusing, or has been a little bit confusing, and also kind of similarity with the present perfect tense. So because of that, we got confused. So what is the present perfect continuous, and what is the structure, and what are some of the examples we'll see next. In addition to that, if you remember last time, we said the present perfect tense is used to talk about a number of situations. I hope you have seen that video and learned or gained some useful ideas from the present perfect lesson or video in the past. So we said that to talk about life experience in the past, we use the present perfect tense. To talk about an action that has been completed in the past and is the result is, or the connection is now and is relevant, we use the present perfect tense. To talk about an action that has been that has started in the past but has some connection with now, we use the present perfect tense. Then the present perfect continuous tense today is used for some other functions as well. Okay, here are some of the functions. The first one is to talk about long actions from the past and continue until now. All right, so long actions from now and continue until now. All right, still there is similarity with the present perfect tense, because we've said that the present perfect tense is used to talk about an action that started in the past and continue up to the present moment. So this one to talk about long actions from the past and continue up to now. So this is one. For example, I have been working here for 5 years now. Okay, I have been teaching English for nearly 20 years now. You see, something that started long action that started in the past and has continued until now. So we use the present perfect continuous to talk about that as well. I have been working as an English teacher for nearly 20 years now. So that is the first function, to talk about actions that are long, okay, long actions from the past that continued until now. The second one is to express recent actions with clear evidence or result now. To express recent actions with clear evidence or result now. Recent actions, okay, the action could be completed recently, but there is evidence now that that action took place. For example, look at her eyes. They are red. She has been crying the whole day. Okay? And we can say, look at the ground. It's wet. It has been raining. Okay? Look at the ground. It's wet. It has been raining. Which means, it doesn't mean that it's raining now. The result or the evidence to say that it has been raining is the ground is wet. So there is a recent action or recently completed action, but there is evidence now or result now. To talk about that, we use the present perfect continuous tense. The other one is to talk about shorter and more temporary situation. Shorter and more temporary situation, not long lasting. All right? For example, have they been studying English? Okay, have they been studying English? Have they been traveling abroad? Okay, maybe they have shown some kind of behavior. Okay, they are speaking English now. They talk English and they use English in their speeches, etc. Because of that, the person, have they been studying English during summertime? Okay. Have they been traveling abroad recently? Okay. They are talking about some their travel experiences. Have they been traveling abroad? Have they been studying English? So to talk about these more temporary and shorter actions, we use the present perfect continuous tense. Then, what is the form or the structure of the present perfect continuous? Okay, what makes it different from the present perfect tense is that it has been plus verb ing. Okay, in the present perfect tense we say subject plus has or have plus verb 3, but in the present perfect continuous we use subject has or have plus been plus verb ing plus object. For example, I have been teaching English. I have been teaching English. I have been walking on the roads. I have been walking on the road. That's why I'm tired. Okay? That's why I'm sweating. I have been working in the gym. Okay? I've been working out in the gym. That's why I'm tired. I'm sweating. Right? So these are the structures. The negative one is the negative structure will be formed simply by adding not to that one. So subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus verb ing. So we can say I have not been reading lately. I have not been reading. And the question form is just by bringing the have verbs into the or to the front. Have you been visiting the countryside? Have you been visiting the countryside? Have you been studying English? Okay. Have you been reading the book? Etc. So this is has or have plus subject plus been plus verb ing plus object. So this is the structure of or the form of the present perfect structure. Okay. Once again, the examples. I have been working here. Okay. Have plus been plus working. Okay, this is verb to have or the have verb, and then the been, and then the verb ing. Okay, the verb ing is working. Here, she has been crying. Okay, she has been crying. So been is common. If it is the subject is he, she, it, we use has. If it is I, we, you, they, the subject takes have. I have been. You have been. She has been. He has been. It has been. Right? They have been. So I have been teaching. They have been learning. We have been walking. They have been reading, or they have been studying, etc. Okay, we use this structure with the depending on the subject, we alternate the has or the have. Then have they been studying English? That is the question form. Have they been studying English? Has she been crying? Okay. Has he been reading, or has he been doing his assignment, etc. So these are still the verb to have comes to the beginning, and then the subject being plus study. So these are the different examples that we can mention. So just like the present perfect tense, we can also state some useful key phrases, key phrases like for and since. As I told you, there is a little bit similarity between present perfect tense and present perfect continuous. This time, the present perfect tense and present perfect continuous both can take for and since. For and since. For as I mentioned in earlier in the previous video, for is used to talk about the duration of time. Okay, I have been learning English for 10 years now, or I have been teaching English for nearly 20 years now. So duration, to talk about the duration, we use for. To talk about the point of time, okay, that one, for is for a period of time, and since is for a point of time, when that action started. So to talk about the point of time, we use since. For example, I have been teaching English since 2005. Since 2005. I have been teaching English since 2005. 2005 is a point of time that my teaching career started. So with a point of time, we use since. With a period of time, we use for. All right. Another major difference or main thing that you have to focus here, mostly the present perfect. Okay, the present perfect tense focuses mainly on the effect of that action. The effect of that action. What happened at the end. And this one, the present perfect continuous, mainly focuses on duration. Okay, for example, I have been waiting, okay, for you for 5 hours. Okay, I have been waiting for 5 hours. Then what is the result? I have left because you didn't show up. I have gone home. I've gone somewhere. Okay, so to talk about, if your emphasis is on the effect, you better use the present perfect structure. If your emphasis is about duration or the length of time that it has taken, you better use the present perfect continuous. I have been waiting for 5 hours. Okay, I have waited for 5 hours. So here the effect is, in the present perfect, the effect is clearly stated, and then the present perfect continuous, the duration. Okay, the duration that we want to emphasize is expressed. So generally we use both the present perfect and the present perfect continuous to talk about mainly actions started in the past and has connection with now. So let's use them based on the rules and their usage and the functions that we need them for, right? Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll come up with the past tenses in our next video. We'll see the past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. But before that, I'll try to come up with the difference between the present simple and present continuous as well. There is also a confusion on how to separate or differentiate these two: present simple, present continuous. I live in Addis and I'm living in Addis. Okay, what are the differences and how are we going to use them? We'll come to that in our video next. Thank you so much for watching this time. Please comment on anything that you have confusions regarding this video or the lesson on the video, and like, share, subscribe to this channel, and you will really benefit out of the lessons that we give. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.